Hello, welcome to the CEO DG and La YouTube channel. Current Affairs Mega Series MCQs 25 Question and Answers of March 2020 edition. This is highly useful for SSC, Railways, RBI, SBI, IBPS, Nabard, and all competitive exams. First one. The Union government has proposed to create how many self-help groups by 2022 to support women to earn livelihood? The options are A. 50 lakh, B. 30 lakh, C. 75 lakh, D. 80 lakh. Second one. Which international magazine has included Indira Gandhi in the 100 Women of the Year list? The options are A. Outlook, B. Time, C. Forbes, D. Mirror. First one. The Union government has proposed to create how many self-help groups by 2022 to support women to earn livelihood? The answer is C. 75 lakh. The central government has proposed to create 75 lakh self-help groups by 2022 to support more women to earn livelihood. The Rural Development Minister Narendra Singh Tomar made the announcement while addressing a program on women's empowerment to mark the International Women's Day in New Delhi in March. Second one. Which international magazine has included Indira Gandhi in the 100 Women of the Year list? The answer is B. Time. The Time magazine has included former Prime Minister of India Indira Gandhi and freedom fighter Amrit Kaur in the list of 100 powerful women of the world of the last century. Third one. Which of the following Indian institutes has developed Probe-Free Detection Assay, a COVID-19 test kit? The options are A. IIT Delhi, B. IIT Bombay, C. IIT Ludhiana, D. IIT Bareilly. Fourth one. What is the name of the new virus that has appeared in China amid COVID-19 outbreak? The options are A. Adenoviruses, B. Hantavirus, C. Megavirus, D. Epstein-Barr virus. Third one. Which of the following Indian institutes has developed Probe-Free Detection Assay, a COVID-19 test kit? The answer is A. IIT Delhi. Scientists at IIT Delhi have developed an affordable, easy, and accurate technique for testing coronavirus COVID-19 Probe-Free Detection Assay. Fourth one. What is the name of the new virus that has appeared in China amid COVID-19 outbreak? The answer is B. Hantavirus. Hantavirus surfaced in China on March 23, 2020, when a man was tested positive for it. He died later. The virus is transmitted through contact with rodents and their urine, saliva, or feces. Fifth one. Which nation has blocked its border for nearly 10,000 migrants from Turkey? The options are A. Georgia, B. Armenia, C. Greece, D. Bulgaria. Sixth one. The RBI has issued a withdrawal limit of Rs 50,000 for the account holders of which bank? The options are A. Axis, B. HDFC, C. Yes Bank, D. IndusInd Bank. Fifth one. Which nation has blocked its border for nearly 10,000 migrants from Turkey? The answer is C. Greece. Greece blocked its border with Turkey on March 1, 2020, stopping almost 10,000 migrants from entering the nation. Over 73 migrants have been arrested for trying to cross illegally. Sixth one, the RBI has issued a withdrawal limit of Rs 50,000 for the account holders of which bank? The answer is C. Yes Bank. The Reserve Bank of India has capped the withdrawal limit of Yes Bank account holders to Rs 50,000. The bank will not be allowed to pay more than this amount to any account holder savings, current or others. Seventh one, which state's chief minister faced a float test on March 17, 2020? The options are A. Rajasthan, B. Gujarat, C. Madhya Pradesh, D. Karnataka. Eighth one, when was the first virtual G20 summit held? The options are A. March 27th, B. March 26th, C. March 29th, D. March 30th. Seventh one, which state's chief minister faced a float test on March 17th, 2020? The answer is C. Madhya Pradesh. The Madhya Pradesh chief minister Kamal Nath faced a float test on March 17th, 2020. The state governor Lalji Tandon issued a fresh directive notifying the same on March 16th. The float test was earlier supposed to be held on March 16th, but it was postponed after the speaker adjourned the house till March 26th. Eighth one, when was the first virtual G20 summit held? The answer is B. March 26th. The first G20 virtual summit was held on March 26, 2020. It was held under the chairmanship of Saudi Arabia's King Salman. The summit brought together the world's 20 major economies to discuss measures to respond to COVID-19 pandemic. Ninth one, how much budget was proposed by the Delhi government for financial year 2020 to 21? The options are A. Rs 65,000, B. Rs 50,000, C. Rs 75,000, D. Rs 60,000. 10th one, which country witnessed the swearing in of two presidents on March 10, 2020? The options are A. Sri Lanka, B. Afghanistan, C. Malaysia, D. Maldives. 9th one, how much budget was proposed by the Delhi government for financial year 2020 to 21? The answer is A. Rs 65,000. The Delhi Finance Minister Manish Sisodia presented a budget worth Rs 65,000 for fiscal year 2020 to 21. 10th one, which country witnessed the swearing in of two presidents on March 10, 2020? The answer is D. Afghanistan. Afghanistan saw double swearing in on March 10, 2020 with incumbent President Ashraf Ghani sworn in for a second term and his rival Abdullah Abdullah also sworn in a parallel inauguration. 11th one, when was the last date for linking Aadhaar and PAN card? The options are A. 30th June, B. 31st July, C. 30th April, D. 30th May. 12th one, which state government has removed quota in promotion for SC/ST employees? The options are A. Uttarakhand, B. Bihar, C. Punjab, D. Rajasthan. 11th one, when was the last date for linking Aadhaar and PAN card? The answer is A. 30th June. The deadline for linking PAN card with Aadhaar had been extended from March 31st, 2020 to June 30th, 2020. 12th one, which state government has removed quota in promotion for SC/ST employees? The answer is A. Uttarakhand. The Uttarakhand government has removed reservation in promotion for SC/ST employees in state government jobs. Apart from this, the state government has also removed the ban on promotions. 13th, which state government had introduced two schemes CMAST and CME80 to benefit the sportspersons and artists in the state? The options are A. Meghalaya, B. Assam, C. Manipur, D. West Bengal. 14th. Who among the following was expected to sign a bill to tackle the threat of COVID-19? The options are A. PM Narendra Modi, B. US President Donald Trump, C. South Korean President Moon Jae-in, D. French President Emmanuel Macron. 13th. Which state government had introduced two schemes CMAST and CME80 to benefit the sportspersons and artists in the state? The answer is D. Manipur. Manipur state government had introduced CMAST and CME80 schemes to benefit the sportspersons and artists in the state. The schemes provided pension to sportspersons aged 50 years and above and artists aged 60 years and above who have competed at national and international events. 14th. Who among the following was expected to sign a bill to tackle the threat of COVID-19? The answer is B. US President Donald Trump. US President Donald Trump was expected to sign a new bill worth $8.3 billion to combat the spread of coronavirus in the nation and outside. The bill provided the funds to the federal public health agencies to conduct tests, potential treatment, get vaccines, and help the local units to respond to the coronavirus outbreak. 15th. When is World Water Day observed across the globe every year? The options are A. 19th March, B. 20th March, C. 21st March, D. 22nd March. 16th. Which nation's leader called coronavirus its biggest challenge since World War II? The options are A. France, B. Germany, C. Italy, D. Spain. 15th. When is World Water Day observed across the globe every year? The answer is D. March 22nd. The World Water Day is celebrated every year on March 22nd. Its purpose is to highlight the importance of water and its usefulness. The theme of World Water Day for the year 2020 is Leaving No One Behind. 16th. Which nation's leader called coronavirus its biggest challenge since World War II? The answer is B. Germany. German Chancellor Angela Merkel has called coronavirus the nation's biggest since the World War II. 17th. Which nation had chaired the first virtual summit of G20 nations? The options are A. Saudi Arabia, B. Qatar, C. China, D. India. 18th. Which state had cancelled the Chaitra Jatra festival as a preventive measure to stop the spread of coronavirus? The options are A. Jharkhand, B. Tamil Nadu, C. Odisha, D. Telangana. 17th. Which nation had chaired the first virtual summit of G20 nations? The answer is A. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia had called for a virtual summit of the G20 nations, a first for the group. The nation is the current chair and it aimed to bring together leaders of the G20 economies to discuss the situation surrounding the COVID-19 pandemic. 18th. Which state had cancelled the Chaitra Jatra festival as a preventive measure to stop the spread of COVID-19 virus? The answer is C. Odisha. The famous annual Chaitra Jatra festival was scheduled to be held on March 17, 2020 at Tara Tarini Hill Temple in Odisha. But it had been cancelled as a preventive measure to stop the spread of COVID-19 virus. 19th. When is the birth anniversary of former Prime Minister Morarji Desai celebrated? The options are A. February 29th, B. March 1st, C. March 2nd, D. February 28th. 20th. S-Bank resumed its full banking service from which date? The options are A. March 18th, B. March 16th, C. March 17th, D. March 21st. 19th. When is the birth anniversary of former Prime Minister Morarji Desai celebrated? The answer is A. February 29th. Morarji Desai was born on February 29, 1896 and participated in the Indian freedom struggle. He went to jail 3 times. He was sworn in as the Prime Minister of India on March 24, 1977. Morarji Desai died on April 10, 1995. 20th. S-Bank resumed its full banking service from which date? The answer is A. March 18th. S-Bank resumed its full banking service from March 18th, 2020. The bank tweeted saying that from March 19th onwards, customers will be able to visit any of its branches during banking hours. They will also be able to access all its digital services. 21st. Which university won the Khelo India University Games 2020? The options are A. Punjab University, B. Delhi University, C. Jawaharlal Nehru University, D. Banaras Hindu University. 22nd. Which political leader's preventive detention order was revoked by Jammu and Kashmir administration on March 13, 2020? The options are A. Farooq Abdullah, B. Omar Abdullah, C. Mehbooba Mufti, D. None of the above. 21st. Which university won the Khelo India University Games 2020? The answer is A. Punjab University. Punjab University emerged as winner on the last day of Khelo India University Games 2020. Indian athlete Duti Chand won her second gold medal at the Khelo India University Games. She also won the 200-meter race on March 1st, 2020. 22nd. Which political leader's preventive detention order was revoked by Jammu and Kashmir administration on March 13, 2020? The answer is A. Farooq Abdullah. Former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Farooq Abdullah's preventive detention order was revoked by the Jammu and Kashmir administration on March 13, 2020. He was kept under preventive detention since August 5, 2019, when the special status of the state was withdrawn by the centre. 23rd. Indian Railways launched its first restaurant on wheels for railway passengers and common people at which station? The options are A. Surat, B. Amritsar, C. Asansol, D. Darbhanga. 24th. When is the last date to submit interest bids to buy Air India stakes? The options are A. March 31st, B. April 1st, C. April 30th, D. April 15th. 23rd. Indian Railways launched its first restaurant on wheels for railway passengers and common people at which station? The answer is C. Asansol. Indian Railways started its first railway restaurant on wheels at Asansol Railway Station in West Bengal for the use of its passengers and common people. This restaurant has been developed by renovating 2 old coaches. 24th. When is the last date to submit interest bids to buy Air India stakes? The answer is C. April 30th of 2020. The Union government revised the deadline to submit interest bids to buy 100% stake in Air India to April 30th, 2020. The previous deadline was March 17th. 25th. Which state or union territory has ordered the closure of schools and cinema halls till March 31st, 2020 in wake of coronavirus outbreak? The options are A. Maharashtra, B. Haryana, C. Punjab, D. Delhi. 25th. Which state or union territory has ordered the closure of schools and cinema halls till March 31st, 2020 in wake of coronavirus outbreak? The answer is D. Delhi. The Delhi government has invoked the Epidemic Diseases Act 1897 and ordered the closure of all schools, colleges that are not conducting exams till March 31st, 2020. All cinema halls will also be closed till the date of March 2020. Dhanyavad. Thank you. If you like this video, do like, subscribe and share. See you in the next one. Bye bye.